Well, hello and welcome everyone to we have the iRacing Stock Car Tucson Sound Art Cup and Super Cup series on schedule here for tonight. I want to wish everybody a happy July 4th weekend. Of course, we are scheduled to do, I do believe, 31 laps here tonight. Going to be interesting to see how this Goody, I do believe Goody 125 goes here. Of course, as always, joined in the booth by Big Al. How are you doing tonight, my friend?
Hey, Brian, how's it going there, bud? Doing pretty good here. Excited about being back up in Oak Park, Wisconsin here for this race. I think it should be pretty exciting, even though it seems that we got a rather small field here. I don't think that's going to keep it from providing us something to talk about at least, right?
Oh, I'm sure these guys will provide us plenty to talk about. Just knowing the guys we have out here, like you said, limited size field, nothing compared to what we saw on Thursday. But I think we'll still see a lot of mistakes from a lot of drivers, which is what we saw a lot on Thursday for sure. As we tackled this almost a 4-mile racetrack. Road America, love this track. I mean, I definitely watched a little bit of the Xfinity race today. That was quite an exciting battle there for the lead on that last lap. Hopefully, we see something like that here tonight. Of course, we'll go on into the race facts for tonight. As we mentioned, this is the Goodies 125 here at Road America. 31 laps. Caution laps do not count. And that is important because we will have stages, one ending on lap 8 and one ending on lap 16. Of course, there are 5 tire sets, 4 in the pits. Fuel window is 14 laps. And as we were able to witness on Thursday, you can make that final stage, Big Al. That's going to make things pretty interesting.
Yeah, we'll see how many people will actually attempt it because I don't know if everybody knows that you can. I think by this point, most people will be let in on that little bit of information, but everybody wasn't privy to that on our Thursday night's race, if I remember correctly. It came down to just few mileage with I believe Matt DeCiani actually going the distance there, getting that full 14 laps out of it in order to bring that thing home. So hopefully we'll see something like that again here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, if any of those guys actually tuned in on Thursday and saw that race, they could have definitely maybe learned a thing or two. As Matt
Oh,
DeCiani was able to win it, in really extraordinary fashion just by having the right pit call. We saw, most of that race, I do believe was led, not most of the race, but a lot of that race was led by Clayton Hoffman. McCoffman made some mistakes there. I think that's what we're going to see a lot of here tonight. We got Chris Severa out here. I know in practice he was the fastest man, 2 minutes and 10 seconds there. .4, I do believe, was his practice lap. Right now, they are in the middle of qualifying. Well, while we're waiting for this to kind of, work its way through, let's take a quick look at the point. Looking at the Cup Series, the Tucson Cup Series standings here, Brian Johnson out in front in the points lead with 1 win and 2 top 5s. He has 102 points. Kenny Powell, second place in the points with 2 top 5s. Matt DeCiani right now third in the points. Josh Schaffner, of course, he's in fourth. He is our other winner in the Cup Series here. Fifth place is Jose Acosta. Acosta looking really quick there on this racetrack. Hopefully we'll be able to move up the points definitely here tonight. Al Kozlowski, 6th place in the points. Chris Severa in 7th. Darren Mullins in 8th. Robert Pattengale in 10th. And looking a little bit further here, Gary Adamson, he is right now in 11th place. Travis Manning in 12th place with 1 top 5. Greg Wachinski in 13th. Chris Johnson in 14th. Ryan Strunk in 15th. 16th is Derek Jacobs. And right on the outside looking in of the playoffs here is Andrew Bedrosian. So definitely glad to see him. He's actually out on the racetrack. A lot of the guys that we have just talked about in this Cup Series standings are not actually here tonight. So this could be to a detriment for a lot of these guys' championships.
yeah, but I tell you who is going to benefit though from that last call. That's Andrew Bedrosian because he is going to benefit because, like you said, right now he is that guy that's sitting in 17th place. So any kind of showing from him tonight will definitely be beneficial. So we'll be slap Big Al. We will be watching Mr. Bedrosian to see if he can actually get his woes under control because he was having a little bit of trouble there during practice. So not trying to call him out, just saying that we will be watching a little bit of everybody because there's such a small field here, right?
Yeah, and even if he does make a mistake, he could even just turn one lap and kind of give up. He still would get some points. Of course, looking at the Super Cup standings, kind of goes across the whole kind of NASCAR season, much longer. I do believe 38 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, counted here in this series. Chris Severa right now at the top of the board with 5 wins. Eric Kling has 2 wins. Josh Schaffner has also 2 wins. Jose Acosta also with 2 wins. Justin Levine, I should say, has 2 wins. He's in 5th place. Noah Betts, haven't seen him in a little bit. He is also has 2 wins in 6th place. Kenny Powell, 1 win. He is in 7th. Brian Johnson, he also has a win in 8th place. Pedro Enriquez. So a lot of the top 10 here have already gotten wins. Of course, that puts 10th place in the points. Clayton Hoff, looking a little bit further down in running order here. This is where we get to the non-winning drivers. Greg Wyszynski right now sitting in 11th place. Ryan Strunk 12th. Al Kozlowski's in 13th. Robert Pattengale sitting in 14th. Gary Adamson in 15th. Paul Olson 16th. Kenny Thompson, he is right on the outside of the cutoff line looking in, and I don't see him in the field here. So a lot of these guys that, are here are going to be able to see themselves move up a couple spots. And like, we just kind of were saying, definitely going to be important that these guys actually showed up. I mean, and a lot of these guys that actually did show up probably are not the best road course racers, but they rose to the challenge, wouldn't you say, Big Al?
Yeah, absolutely. And in order to you just got to be here. I mean, sometimes participation actually pays off just as much as winning, right?
100%. Well, we will go ahead and take a quick step away and probably go ahead and run through our national anthem and maybe a commercial, because I know we are. I think we're lacking race control here, because usually we delay the green flag so we have time to do our national anthem. So I figured we'd go ahead and just do it a little bit early here. So we'll be right back.
Oh, say, can't you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Race fans, it is time for those most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and we do have the grid set here for tonight. Let's take a look at the grid right quick here, as we got Chris Severa going to be starting on the pole. Jose Acosta going to be starting in 2nd place. Greg Wyszynski going to be starting in 3rd. Andrew Barassian, I do believe that's how you say that name. I probably just screwed it up, because I know Big Al literally just told me how to say it, but he is going to be starting in 4th place. 5th place, Gary Adamson. 6th place is going to be Brian Johnson. Kenny Powell going to be starting in 7th. Robert Pattengale in 8th place. And rounding out our 9-car field here, Paul Olson. So definitely not a big field out here tonight, guys. But I'm sure these guys will keep it very much action-packed, as we have some really good drivers out here. I know Jose Acosta, he's been really looking very strong here so far in practice and in qualifying. Of course, Chris Severa has the top spot right now on the pole. But one thing about it, though, Chris Rivera has been one of those guys. I know me and you probably said it both, that he's one that trips over himself a lot of times. I'm curious if he
I
might make a
never,
mistake.
well, I've never said that about Chris Rivera. I do say sometimes he might be his worst enemy, but tonight I think as long as he can go out there and try to keep himself clean, he doesn't have to be super fast here because he is, considerably faster than the other guys. He just has to be clean. He's got to be able to do that through all three stages in order to win this thing.
Yeah, being clean is going to be truly the key here. As he backs up, almost looks like he's trying to back into Greg Wachinski there. But the pace car going to be pulling off of the grid here, and it should be a quick start here, as I don't believe we have to do a full circuit here before the pace car actually dips down pit road. That's one good thing about this road course, it seems, because usually we definitely have to wait a whole revolution, but that is not going to be the case here. Green flag soon to be out in the air for the first time in the Goodies 125 here on Saturday. Big shout out to Tucson Sound Dart once again for being the title sponsor for this series here.
Looks like Chris Rivera is slowly approaching that start line.
And there is the green flag out in the air. As we mentioned on Thursday, turn one going to be quite a doozy. Hopefully everybody's able to get through there nice, clean, and green.
Yeah, this is not where you want to be taken out, especially not on the first lap. Looks like we're going to get through turn one okay, though. Everybody seems to be still maintaining, and we are going to go. Turn one is a big deal. So we got that in the books. Now let's see if we can't get the other 13 in there, Brian.
Yeah, definitely going to be wanting to try to get all the laps we can in for sure, as we see Jose Acosta kind of under fire here from Andrew Bedrosian there, doing a great job there. Bedrosian. And I'm having a little bit of a technical difficulty right now, so bear with us one moment. My telemetry has just all of a sudden stopped working here.
That's good, Brian. Everybody's just doing exactly what they need to do. And because road coursing, Big Al will say this time and time again, it's all about you racing the track. You're not necessarily racing the other drivers. And that's why one of the biggest differences on a road course that we don't see on oval racing is that there is no full flag pit stop, the full course caution. The full course caution will wave there once we get our stages at 8 and 16. But other than that, it's going to be clean and green the rest of the way. So we'll just be watching and carrying you guys along here, just making sure that, if anything happens exciting, that we just kind of bring it to you.
And we do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. The screen is black right now. I'm just trying to reset my telemetry. I do apologize for the inconvenience.
But what you can't see, Chris Rivera is still in the lead, and behind him is Jose Acosta. Andrew Bedrosian actually sits back some half of a second behind Acosta, who is over 2 seconds behind our leader. Back further in the pack is Greg Wachinski, who's actually hoping that he will actually be able to get a pretty good showing here. He was actually up in the top 5 a lot there on Thursday night, Brian, but as the race ended, I think he found himself dropping all the way back down to 16th. Brian Johnson was also with us on Thursday night, and he had a good, strong showing, as he is actually doing pretty good here tonight because he's up in 5th place, and just like that, he is going to be challenging Greg Wachinski for that what would be 4th place now. We're 2 laps into this thing as Chris Rivera is still our leader. And he's going to have quite a gap there over that 8th place car of Paul Olson. Kenny Powell has yet to take the course. But Paul Olson is actually going to find himself almost 19 seconds behind the leader. But once again, these guys are going to get very fortunate here this evening. So all they're going to have to do is just pretty much run a clean racetrack.
Yeah, definitely seems like these guys have it all set, definitely running really well right now. Still having some problems. I don't know what is going on. But I don't know what is going on right now. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not able to actually switch these cameras because our telemetry is just not working right now. And unfortunate, so we're just kind of stuck watching Chris Rivera. Not to say that we're stuck watching him, but I have tried to reset my telemetry and it's still having the same issues.
further on down the racetrack, though. The only real battle right now, and it's really not a battle, but Andrew Bedrosian is still kind of hiding out behind that 42 of Jose Acosta. Not yet ready to make a pass, but he is just letting them know that he's there. Kind of like fruit flies, you know what I mean? They're not going to bug you, but they're just pesky enough that they're in your face. And that's what I think he's really trying to do to Acosta. And that really kind of makes it harder for Acosta because he is going to be driving a majority of that race looking in his rearview mirror, if you know what I mean, Brian.
Yeah, he definitely is here. And I think if y'all, I'm sorry to do this, but I think I'm going to have to restart the stream, Miguel. So I do apologize. We'll be right back in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Please appreciate everybody bearing with us here. We do